Greetings. I'm David Harper, continuing the education of these four souls' trials in the mists of Barovia. Venturing further into the haunted house we have.
Mario Vilas, I am playing Sasha of the Unseen Eye, who has now, thanks to the experience I gained at last session, gained the ability to see into the future. That's right, he might not be able to see what's in front of him, but he can see his immediate future.
You can see the future.
Yes, I can.
I'm Robert. I'm playing Greila Austarian, a nature cleric, and yeah, that's about it.
My name's Jeff. I'm playing a Kinku monk. Yeah.
And refuses to look at the camera.
You don't look at the camera for like the first 5 sessions.
Yeah, kind of calling
He's
him
so
out
full
on,
of shit.
Pot pedal.
Yeah. If you guys are gonna make me look at the camera, he has to look at it too.
And I'm Ed. I'm playing Siguror, the Minotaur Barbarian.
I get some red dragon up in here. Do you see?
And last we left off, you had ascended the red marble staircase, coming to a long hallway upon the second floor. 2 obvious doorways are to your left and to your right. The hallway itself decorated with more carved wooden paneling, suits of armor set out as decoration, and a handsome fireplace at the very end.
Does it wink at me?
No, it's mingling. It's mingling in other circles.
Okay.
Perhaps later.
It also seems a little weird for there to be a fireplace on the second story of a house. And the first story when we walked in.
Maybe they're like, well, to be fair, it's not like they have heaters. How are they going to get heat up here?
Fair.
They can't just mess with the thermostat. I got it. That's how we can get Strahd. We'll start messing with his thermostat, and then he'll be like, "Who touched the thermostat?" And then gank him.
Setting up like tiger traps stuff for him when he walks in.
Yeah. 6 tigers. How did you guys beat Strahd?
Oh, I meant the pitfall traps on the spikes.
Oh.
Those tiger traps.
I think he can like.
We just
walk up walls.
without the punny spikes.
While the fireplace holds no immediate answers to the mysteries of the architecture of the house, some answers to your quest may be gained by proceeding through either doorway, or perhaps inspecting your surroundings.
Yeah, I'll have Susa take a look around, and I'm just gonna kind of listen, trying to listen for those footsteps I heard earlier.
And the ground.
See maybe if I can get a better read on where they came from, now that I'm in a more centralized. Does this house have 2 or 3 floors?
From the view outside,
Not this house, dungeon.
it appeared to have 3 floors, plus an attic.
Okay, so now that I'm in a more centralized area, I'm basically going to try to listen around and see if I can maybe pick up in what direction. Because when we heard it the first time, the loud like stomping sounded like it was coming from up, right? Like when we were on the first floor?
Something like that.
Okay, then yeah, I will listen, and Susa will listen for, or Susa will give the room a look around. The yellow will be me, and I will totally count that as a roll up. And Susa is the black because I do not have brown dice.
Tawny.
No, she's I have to look up exactly what kind of owl she is, but she is.
Doesn't seem to be.
I have one in my mind. I just don't know the name.
Nothing seems to be different between the doors.
Do you want us to roll perception?
Sasha got an 18 on his. Oh, sorry.
Only if you wish.
Oh, okay.
Sasha got an 18 on his perception to try to listen around and maybe give it his best guess where the sound was coming from. And Susa got a. Oh, Susa has a pen.
Alright, specialized.
19. Looking through the room and seeing if she can find anything out of place.
We'll still add it.
She'll look around.
It's not going to be passive.
It doesn't matter. Just
I don't have perception. So.
Well, if it doesn't beat
Sousa's
Constitution.
inspection finds things eerie, but not out of place.
I got a 24, by the way.
I got 14.
16.
The rest of you do your own examination of the room itself. Walking around, it reveals little more than what meets the eye. There's what appears to be a portrait hanging over the fireplace of a man and a woman, both Middle Ages, of a sallow complexion. The suits of armor appear normal, if decorational. However, each of you in turn notice that the beautiful wood paneling depicting dancing youthful figures actually, on closer inspection, reveal them not to be dancing figures, but frightened ones, running from snakes. It is only truly visible once you get close.
Did all the rooms in this place have weird snake stuff on all the like banisters and
I
shit?
think some of them had skulls, like along the boarding.
Right, but wasn't there snakes on like the mantle? Or am I crazy?
No, I think you might be correct that there
It
was
is difficult to
snakes in
say, given this accursed place's potential that it continues to satisfy and live up to reveal new horrifying features just beneath their surface. Once you are too close, it is perhaps too late.
Do the
I'm
eyes
real
on the,
pissed off if
on
these
the
doors are
portraits follow us at all? Or it looks completely normal, the portrait?
Swings.
What? It's
The
a
portrait-
legit question.
The portrait seems completely normal.
Oh, I should have prepared snare. We can literally Scooby-Doo the... and the Mind Flayer is a Mind Flayer.
Yeah.
Shit.
Jeepers, gang, this doesn't improve our situation at all.
And the suit of armors are completely decorational. They're not useful at all.
There are points at which they're bolted together that give away they're not supposed
They're
to be
not.
unassembled.
Okay. I guess just pick one of the doors.
What if I had assembled them and cast Mending a bunch of different carpet? No, I know. It's just getting done.
Any preference on door? Left or right?
Left first.
Down for left.
Before we go in, out of character, does anybody have any ability to detect traps or anything?
He's he's got thieves tool proficiency.
And perception. You can look for and detect traps. And remove traps.
He,
Come on, you think we'd be that dumb?
Hey,
Perception.
He doesn't
I
have
have been in
perception.
those types of parties before.
He does not have
I have
perception.
insight.
He has insight. Or something like that. I don't
Oh
know.
boy. Wasn't that stuff investigation?
Spells a +2. That would be even worse. He has a -2 intelligence.
Oh.
And no, I think it's perception. The
Alright.
thing is, you don't have to have these tools proficiency to find traps. You just need these tools proficiencies to disarm them. So as
Fair.
long as one of us finds the traps, he can bust them out. And he still gets a +2 to perception. It's just
Okay.
he doesn't have it trained.
For a dash of flavor, who is entering the door?
I will first.
Yeah, if you want.
Brave,
Exactly.
bold, as to be expected. One of your proclivities.
That's racist.
Is it?
Proclivities have nothing to do with race. He's just saying you're a barbarian.
That's classist.
Well,
Yes.
I don't know about that. Now, if he said it like a stuffy British guy, barbarian, then yeah, that
Okay. Yeah, okay.
might be culturally insensitive.
You, Siguror, move through the doorway, and are met not with harm, but a very
But with cookies.
well-cultured looking room. There, unfortunately, are no cookies.
Would you even trust them?
Yes.
You would trust
I'm a simple man. I see cookies and I eat them.
You blind them.
You do enter into a room
Sousa sees cookies, tells me about it, I eat them.
that has multiple windows, blinds drawn, the blinds appearing to be made of some very elegant material.
Don't open them.
Think
They'll
it'd be
strangle
funnier
you.
if,
There's Cloaker.
I'm
Clearly.
just
think it'd
joking.
be
I
funnier.
wouldn't be surprised. You try to pull them and it's a dark mantle, like,
Alright, I go
I'm
open
gonna
the.
leave.
I mean, Siguror, go open the fucking curtains.
Okay. Even die?
I'm joking.
I don't know. That.
Is a nicely kept brass chandelier that hangs from the ceiling, and a harpsichord set up in the direction of this way. You said you were going to look around?
Well, no, because I can't look around, but I'll send Sousa to look around. I will have her be careful of the,
I mean, hey, yeah.
of the, curtains, because there could be something hiding behind it, so she's going to check it out and not, like, approach. She has really good eyes, though. So.
I see. Saying that, I'm actually interested.
I was
going
joking,
to the
yeah,
windows
yeah.
to see. Like, surprised. Look around the room, but, like,
Sousa got a
look
22.
outside. Yeah.
Sousa got a 22 on looking around.
Alright.
So I want to see how the
I also
fog
got
is,
a 22.
guess.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's from one of those.
I should tell you, David, I'm casting guidance myself and I make skill checks also.
Okay.
Oh, so you can remember for yourself.
Yes, I can
Wait,
remember for my
Pedro
fucking self because I
needs
know
a
I'm gonna make a
bonus.
skill check. You forgot.
19.
Okay.
More like guide myself. So they should name that spell.
You shut the hell up.
Around. Sousa flaps over and perches on one of the wider surfaces of the harpsichord and like inspects the drapes.
And the rest of them.
Closer inspection reveals that there's a little bit of detailing to them. They look to be just a solid, like silky grayish purple color, but when you get closer, they're little faded yellow strips of detail, like towards the bottom and on the piece of cloth that holds the upper part of the curtain.
Yeah.
Siguror opens one of the curtains and reveals a beautiful stained glass window.
Well, that's cool.
Huh.
It is difficult to see the mist through it, but an inexorable feeling of dread tells you in your gut it is still there.
Quick question, Rolf. How long does this room take? How long does this room take to look through?
Not that long. Like I'd say, maybe 10 minutes.
Okay, in that
Maybe
10
less.
minutes, I will put my book on the table and re-ritual cast Detect Magic, just to have it up for... basically, every time we stop and take 10 minutes and Detect Magic is down,
Sure.
Sasha will
Reapply.
take that time to reapply Detect Magic, and I'll do my best to remind you. But he'll place the book down, and Sio Didishi Pecto
It's never a bad thing.
bring his Detect Magic back up. And I think that has a 30-foot radius around me? Yeah, 30-foot radius, so if there's anything magical. And I'll move around the room just to, check things out.
If you could remind me what you got, and you could remind me what you got.
22.
Okay. Looking around the rest of the room, there is a mantle with some fine alabaster figures that sit upon it. They stick out, their whiteness contrasting against the general darker earth tones that were utilized in the room. And the furniture in here is all very nice. Overstuffed leather, seating. Definitely a mark of class.
So it's kind of just seemed to be like a rec room.
Once I've been casting
Perhaps.
a spell, can I roll investigate on the harpsichord? Maybe look and see if there's like a hidden, I don't know, if there's anything weird with it.
You may.
So that seems like a prime spot to had some loot.
It might just be.
10, unfortunately. On my investigate.
You do your best to feel around the harpsichord, inspecting it.
Waiting for a string to snap off and kill me like in that one movie. I don't think he actually died. I think his hand just got kind of...
There's cold, polished wood. Eventually, your groping hands find the thin strands that likely are the instrument's strings. Still tight. On your way out of that particular chamber of the structure, your hand brushes and one of the chords, or maybe a mechanism, you're not sure, and it softly hums a little bit as if someone has struck a note. It sounds to be still in tune.
But there's nothing hidden on it. Or...
Okay.
You do not find anything that feels out of the ordinary.
Okay.
Save for perhaps its condition.
How big is it? Like I know you drew it on the map, pretty big, but how large?
It's fairly big.
Almost the size of a piano.
The other thing that's drawn on the map, what is that?
That
Is a fudge.
is a long footstool. Part of the furniture.
Okay.
There's nothing unusual about it?
To your inspection, no.
Okay.
However, when you take a quick second look around the room, the alabaster figures, when you weren't looking, seem to have changed shape. You could have sworn before they were elegant figures, but they are now skeletons.
Okay.
You mean skeletons as in... Are they still the same size? Or are they...
Yeah,
They're still the same size.
Okay.
They still roll the same size.
They're literally. So those figurines have become full-size skeletons. Roll initiative. What?
Spooky.
How spooky! Also, what the hell?
How have you not noticed this?
We have time, though. We have time.
Is there anything else around the room that changed, or just the figure?
You take a quick swivel. As far as you can perceive, everything is the same.
Alright.
I guess we're done with this room.
There's no access out of this room besides the one we came in?
Not that you can see.
Alright.
There are the windows, but all of them have their curtains still drawn, save for the one that was drawn aside by your companion.
And
Should we pick the fireplace?
probably all.
Just to look at it?
Did my detect magic pick up anything when the shit changed?
Your detect magic did not.
Remember the whole house is magical?
This is true.
Yeah, but if an active effect is happening, I thought maybe I'd be able to get something more specific.
You're correct. You should be able to pick up on things that happen around you that are magical.
But I'm not. Do I think, can I roll Arcana to figure out if it's something with the house that's messing with my magic senses somehow?
It's possible. Then you may consult your knowledge.
What I mean, when you cast Unseen Servant,
Come
it
on.
started screaming when you summoned it.
Yeah, but that was more flavor. 12 on Arcana.
As far as your studies are concerned, a place completely comprised of magic, anything could happen.
That is super not useful. My knowledge. Okay. Let's go to the other room then. I don't see any reason to keep poking around this.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to take one of those figurines and bundle it in a cloth. And they're not connected to anything. They're just on the...
They're just on the mantle.
Oh, then I'll take all of them and wrap them up in a cloth and put them in a bag. and I will say to my companions, these appear to be some sort of magic effect. I would like to experiment on them when I have the time. I hope none of you have a problem with me taking them.
There's a
As long as
long,
you can.
loud creak that echoes through the house.
I don't know if the house likes
If you
that.
want
gonna
me to
settle.
steal your figurines, if you want me to steal your figurines, continue to be vaguely unsettling. You see?
A
My
distant
house
shutter
address.
bangs.
How many figurines were there?
2.
2?
Okay. I guess go to the next door, same verse.
Yes, no, we have to do the same. Send
Same
Big
verse,
McLarge first.
Second verse.
We should be looking around for traps if we're not already. So let's do you want us to just roll perceptions? Do you want to use our passive? How do you want to?
If someone is looking for traps, then I would have that person declare that they are looking for traps before someone enters.
Sousa's looking for traps. Sousa got a 17. Detection owl.
What do you see with your special eyes?
Ooh, you see a person? Who? Ooh.
I'm just curious, where's your owl right now? 'Cause your owl's not flying around by itself, right?
No. The owl is perched on my shoulder.
That's how he
Unless I
sees.
specifically said, well,
It's
not at the, well,
It's a CNI owl.
it guides me. I can walk. You know, blind people can walk.
Yeah. Doesn't mean you're not going to walk into a wall.
No, most blind people can get around just fine. Like walking and moving is fine. A lot of time they don't even need the
Shit.
stick.
I don't know if that thing is.
That's like I don't know what they call it, like Hollywood stereotype or whatever, but yeah, most of them can get around just fine. I just use Sousa specifically for
Vision.
like vision and like reading.
Sousa does not detect anything out of the ordinary. Save perhaps this place itself.
How does the rest of this place look like, lighting wise? Are there
well,
what
it
are
was
they,
all dark.
sensors? There's the shit in the walls, right?
No.
No. What are those? So the little like cone things.
Scones.
Those are scones.
Mhm.
Okay. There's like none of that in the walls or candles or anything.
Scones are something you eat. They're called
Thus-
sconces, I'm pretty sure.
Thus far, you have only run into unlit lamps and candles, which you could light, you could not. But other than that, the place is well kept, but dark.
Enough to affect sight.
I've been the one that's been lighting. things.
Right. Torch shield.
If
Well, it's not
Sousa will
tortured,
point
though.
out if people mention darkness, or I can use prestidigitation to light candles and stuff. You gotta bring it up because it literally doesn't affect me either way.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sousa has dark vision, so
Dark or low light?
dark.
If you have dark vision, you can see in low light, because when you're in complete darkness, you see as if it was low light. And if you're in low light, you see as if it was light.
There is still a difference between those two in 5e, right?
What do you mean?
A character having low light vision and a character having dark vision.
No, there's just dark vision.
Okay.
Oh, snap. Developments. He said.
But the way dark vision works is that if you're in darkness, you see it as if it was low light, and if you're in low light, you see it as if it was in bright light. Essentially. So you actually, when you have dark vision, you can still take penalties if you're in
It's why.
darkness, yeah. Because even though you'll be seeing as if it was in low light, which doesn't give you
Thankfully, thus far you've been able to banish the darkness enough that you can see. Moving into this next room, you find more well-kept yet mysterious surroundings. Red velvet drapes cover the windows of this room. An exquisite mahogany desk and a matching high-back chair faces the entrance and the fireplace, above which hangs a framed picture of a windmill perched atop a rocky crag. Situated in corners of the room are two overstuffed chairs. Floor-to-ceiling bookshelves line the southern wall, and a rolling wooden ladder allows one or more to easily reach the highest of the shelves contained within.
The shelves just have books on them?
Yes.
Yes, I'd like to inspect the
Squinting
bookshelf.
briefly,
Yeah, so
there are books on them.
I will investigate on the bookshelf. Susa will roll perception and generally look through the room.
Okay.
Because I assume if it's an object, you need to. Well, okay. I guess what I'm asking
Like a
is to
letter.
look through the bookshelf. Do you want me to make a perception or an investigation check?
I'd say investigation.
Okay. Then I'll make an investigation check. And you know what? Instead of having Susa look around the room, she is going to assist me in looking through the.
Alright.
I'm just gonna look for anything interesting on there.
Well, thank God I did that.
I'll look
Okay.
through
I'm gonna roll perception.
perception as well.
21 on investigate. I just rolled a 1. I rolled a 1 and a 14. I was like, oh my god.
Man, there ain't nothing click.
I heard you say 13?
21.
17.
I had a 20.
14.
14.
The group moves over to the very curious bookshelves. They must be, as they draw all of your attention immediately. You look within them. The sheer number of tomes are only surpassed by the amount of subjects that they cover, ranging from history and warfare to poetry to treatises on alchemy and the more chemically inclined mystic arts.
I will take all the alchemy books. Straight up. I'll just bag them off. Well, how many are there? Because if there's like 100 books, obviously I can't. But.
After quick counting, there are 15.
Are they like the big ass like tome dictionary books?
Yes.
That's gonna be pretty fucking heavy.
But I mean, like each one's like 5 pounds.
Well, I don't know.
Too much, a little too much to take with you. However, perhaps more interesting is one particular volume that bears no title. It is a red-spined book that, upon trifling with, forces a section of the room to swing open and reveal a hidden passage.
Yeah, books are 5 pounds.
Though for your sightless companion, it is a pulling, and then you hear the sound of material against carpet, and the distinct feeling of musky air come from a space.
A wall opening up is pretty obvious. It's suddenly cold.
That's how you behold it.
Yeah. No. Okay. That is interesting. Is there anything in the book?
It is after pulling the book off because your character was the one that did. It turns out to just be a fake book. Like it's not actually a book.
Oh, it's
a casing with maybe a little bit of paper in to weight it.
Right.
So it's not
Okay. Well, then I'll
super
place
obvious.
it back down, and I will take the 5 most interesting to me of the alchemical volumes.
Very well.
They're probably not worth anything, so I'm just gonna write them on the
25
sheet.
gold pieces per book, typically. according to the player's handbook.
25?
25 gold for a book. Regardless of subject, that's what I said.
Jeez.
Right, but we're not selling them, so you don't need to.
I know.
I'm
Just telling you. It's on the table.
Is there a book there that's like a bestiary? Looking like a 14.
There's a book that has a very difficult to pronounce and very scientific sounding name that upon leafing through it appears to be an anatomical and scientific study of beasts.
Could be useful.
I'm gonna have Susa fly over to the entrance or to the
Is here.
to the hidden door and basically like look inside real quick. She's not gonna go in. She's just gonna make a quick look and check for traps or any hidden nasty things in there.
Sure.
She got a 21 on perception.
No nastiness in here, at least not apparent.
Okay. Then yeah, let's go.
I
You first.
was gonna say it's one person.
Well, actually, it turns out to not go very far.
Oh.
It turns out to be more of a stash than a passage. This too filled with books.
Huh.
But these are secret books.
So what are these ones about? There's various.
Picking up one of the tomes, it is quickly revealed to be a tome about fiend summoning and dark rituals.
Well, I don't like this book, but your kind
Different one?
does some questionable things.
My kind?
Wizard, not whatever else you thought I was talking about.
I merely was asking you to clarify yourself.
Hmm.
It's an open-ended statement, you see. What is it about?
Summoning demons, from what I can gather.
See, now I do take offense. You think me or my master would summon demons?
I didn't say you personally, I'm just saying wizards have a history of such things.
To be fair, I've never heard of that.
I have a proficiency in religion, so some generic, like religious knowledge would be applicable.
Yeah, I'd say so.
And there are clerics to demons, are there not? The craft of wizardry holds no inner darkness in it, just because some wish to walk that path.
I'm not saying that you'll summon demons or that you would be evil for learning the knowledge in the book. It might be useful. I'm just saying wizards sometimes do things for the sake of power that are questionable.
As your companions speak, you notice, though it is hardly hidden, a large chest at the back of the room.
What the fuck are we now notice how immediately?
We're too busy arguing over you being classist. Fucking wizards summon demons all the time, and no cleric has ever done it.
It's literally in their spell list.
Susa
summon demons.
has settled
In wizard
upon a
spell
shelf over it, and looking down, you see the chest below that has claw marks upon it, and moving closer, there is a body beneath it, deprived of its flesh,
Beneath
now
the
merely
chest.
bone and armor. Yes, beneath the
This,
chest.
That's like
this
somebody
seems
crushed the
suspicious.
body with a chest?
That sounds awesome.
Save
Or this chest is a mimic.
Save for the leather armor it wears, its only distinctive detail is an envelope clutched in its now bony hand.
That is so fucking suspicious.
Oh, like this entire house isn't?
Susa didn't see all that. I rolled 21.
Susa did.
Oh, you just didn't
Part
see
of my text to was Susa had settled like above it
it.
a little bit, so Susa saw it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give like a little extra
Was
clap if you
the
were gonna
20
miss it. It was
was the
But you weren't gonna.
21 enough
Oh.
to like check the chest for traps too, or do I need to make a separate roll for that?
That would need to be a separate roll with someone that could actually like interact with the chest.
Okay, well then.
Like as far as Susa is concerned, from like eyeballing it,
I'll
it seems fine.
lay my hand on the
Wait a
bird
minute.
person's shoulder and give them guidance before they make their check. Since I assume that's what you're doing.
Most I could do is smash it open.
We're on an order going.
You roll it. Roll your d20 and your. And
Do I have anything in this one?
2 from wisdom.
2 for wisdom and that.
And proficiency if you're using thieves'
And
tools, right?
proficiency if you're using teeth.
Yeah.
Not disarming it.
Oh,
just
no,
checking.
yeah, check it.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought
13.
identifying was under it.
13.
Unless because it's an object, you'd rather have investigation, in which case I can check it out after taking control of Zeus's senses.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's investigation, I should have said that first.
You become certain that there is some type of trap upon the chest. Not necessarily because of what you find on the chest, but because after a few moments of being close and like checking it over, being closer to it and the body by virtue, you notice that the body, like down around the ribcage area, has several like small darts in it.
Oh,
there
that's a good indicator.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's trapped, so be careful around here.
I'll take the envelope from the body's hand, as much as I might regret doing this.
Are you going to disarm it?
Yeah. I'll decide if that's cool.
The letter comes. You may try. The letter comes with a couple of bony fingers. They don't touch the letter, but they fall off like mid-flight,
Yeah.
snapping at you as you grab it.
So add double person.
No, you have proficiency and dexterity.
Oh yeah. Okay. So.
The letter bears a regal seal upon it.
Does the seal match the one that we found before?
It does not.
So I got
Oh.
20 on disarm.
Takes a bit of finagling, but you managed to disarm the trap that you were positive was there.
Okay.
With a soft click, it is now safe to open.
I'll open the letter and read it.
You open the letter
Don't open
and
the
read
chest.
it.
Whoops.
Hey,
we haven't
actually, it'd be
opened-
just in time.
Yeah, we haven't opened it yet.
It may be just in time. The letter reads, "My most pathetic servant, I am not a messiah sent to you by the dark powers of this land. I have not come to lead you on a path to immortality. However many souls you have bled on your hidden altar, however many visitors you have tortured in your dungeon, know that you are not the ones who brought me to this beautiful land. You are but worms writhing in my earth. You say that you are cursed, your fortunes spent. You abandoned love for madness, took solace in the bosom of another woman, and sired a stillborn son. Cursed by darkness, of that I have no doubt. Save you from your wretchedness? I think not. I much prefer you as you are. Your dread lord and master, Strahd von Zarovich."
I'll show it to the others.
Would be any type
You
of...
immediately notice that the seal, at the very least, is unmistakable.
Yeah.
It's the seal of Strahd von Zarovich.
Oh yeah, you're a native.
Upon seeing it, I will say the demon. it.
So as it takes flight from the shelf and gets in range. And
Would the leather armor fit you, Ed? I mean,
Leather armor?
on the body.
I'm not considered a large creature. But
Well, if anything, you should ask David. He's the one who decides.
Yeah.
was there even armor on the body?
Yeah,
I
there
thought it
is
was just
leather
bone.
armor. No, the bones are in leather armor. David said so.
Yeah.
Oh.
which
They're loose fitting enough to fit our Minotaur companion.
Yeah. I mean, he's pretty fucking big. But he's still
Well, only like 6 foot.
It's probably a lot bigger than
right,
this guy.
but you're a bit broader than this guy.
Well, still, but I mean, it's not plate armor. It's not like it's fitted specifically for him. Leather armor is kind of...
Something would have to be done. Like, you could squeeze into it, but not effectively so.
I would take like a disadvantage to something.
I mean, you just couldn't do it.
Alright.
You get a little game text box where it says you could squeeze into this, but not effectively so.
This will give you a negative to your armor class.
No, you just can't do it. Stop it.
I told you about this. Alright.
Alright.
Anything else about this small alcove that stands out?
Well, the chest. We should open the chest.
Oh, yeah.
The chest. Ah, yes, the chest.
What's in the box?
You found out. Oh, yeah, you detrapped it.
Opening the box, you find out. The rest of your comrades finding out as they peer over your shoulders. The box contains 3 blank books. They are leather bound and quite nice looking from your average observation. It also contains 3 scrolls with arcane writings upon them.
And yeah.
A simple studying of them reveals them to be scrolls of bless, protection from poison, and spiritual weapon,
Thank you, David.
which I would be willing to.
Oh damn!
That's cool.
Additionally, it contains some type of legal document. The ties around it and how it's folded. That is also sealed.
Why are you writing them there? Just write them on your sheet.
I don't know. Because I read everything they would pick up here.
But they're it's
I
for your
know.
characters.
I'm aware.
Books of nothing special. Just take them and flipping.
Flipping through, the books appear to be blank all the way through.
Then I'll take them. Just
They could be spirit
To have
spell
them.
books
Yeah.
if you want copies.
And for what it's worth, the folded document does not bear the seal of Strahd, but it's a different kind. Breaking the seal and opening the legal document, you find writing therein that speaks in the language that is recognizable maybe a few paragraphs in as a will. It is signed by 2 individuals, Gustav and Elisabeth Durst. And they bequeath this house, a windmill, and all other family property declared therein to Rosavalda and Thornbolt Durst in the event of their parents' deaths.
that kid's clearly killed them for their house.
There's a
None of those
Bad
names match
house.
anything on the previous document. Just double checking.
no.
Previous document?
The letter from Strahd.
No, not that one. The one that we found bequeathing heroes to help his wife.
Oh, that was a
No.
mayor.
That letter and this document do not seem to have any names in common.
Okay, I'm gonna
At least to your memory. It doesn't.
No other book stands out from this shelf. They're all kind of just fucked up evil books, basically.
Pulling a few more books, and it seems to be the case.
Hmm.
Barring further inspection.
There's a roll needed. Would I be able to find one that's specifically about getting rid of them?
Get rid of what?
An Arcana check, trying to parse the information, would be more effective than simply flipping through them.
Fair. I do not have Arcana.
Perhaps one of your allies would be able to help you.
What are you looking for?
A book that's basically specifically for getting rid of demons or evil creatures. Like something I might.
The book I already gave him would hopefully tell him how to get rid of
Yeah,
demons.
is the book that had the demon stuff in there have anything like that? And
It might, but what I just told him was just flipping through it wouldn't be as effective as having someone
okay,
with
then I'll
Arcana
look
to
through.
parse the
I'll look through the book
information.
and see if it has anything about banishing demons.
He's saying he wants an Arcana check.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why do you think I'm picking up the dice?
Alright.
Now, normally an Arcana check is just used to like remember something. So would this be like, because I have the book, would it be an Arcana check with advantage, or would it be an investigation check to like? Because you can use investigation. I know at the end result it's not that different, but investigation check is used to like discover information.
In this case, I'm more thinking Arcana because
Okay.
there's information. If there's information to be had, you have information that you can use to like go, okay, where would I likely find it versus not.
Where would the table of contents would you
8.
say?
You take your best guess as to an effective place to start looking, and you do look. You find some mention of the banishment of demons, though the book is clearly written with the idea of consorting with them
Right.
and drawing power from them. However, there is a passage that speaks of shedding virgin's blood upon freshly picked grave flowers at the witching hour. Should a banshee have offended you?
What?
That does not sound.
Can banshees curse people?
Well, Banshee's scream supposedly is supposed to herald someone's death, but
Do I think any of this has to do with the banshee? Like, can I roll Arcana?
Any of
The weirdness of the house.
Is a
Like,
banshee considered
like
a
can
demon?
banshees curse houses?
you might be able to determine that.
Are banshees demons or ghosts?
16.
Or are ghosts not a monster type anymore?
you guys
Why are
in
you
D&D
asking
or
me?
Which day you got?
16.
To your knowledge, they're not powerful enough to do something as broad and far-reaching as this.
Do I know what could?
Furthermore, they're not demons, they're ghosts.
What-
The book refers to it as a demon.
Huh.
So the book's wrong. Do I know what? Can I roll Arcana maybe to think of a type of spirit or demon that could have cursed this house?
I'll take either that or
Moreover-
religion.
Moreover, well, yeah, actually, and also specifically with my knowledge that they were attempting to use illusions to lure us into the house, that has to narrow down the amount of things that can be logically to things that can make illusions. So,
Or how,
religion.
well, how long do you...
I got an 18 on my religion or my intelligence religion check.
Alright.
Do illusions just
Yeah,
have a
15.
specific, they last this long, or is it based
Well,
upon...
there are a ton of illusion spells, so that is not a question that can be easily
Actually,
answered.
16.
While you draw it in different ways, both of you come to the same conclusions from the studies that you've undertaken.
But I come to it better because I rolled 2 higher.
Fucking Mario. Fat.
That conclusion being,
I'm not referring to you being fat. I was gonna say you fat piece of shit, but then I was like, you might interpret this the wrong way, and that's when I paused and I was like, I know.
that conclusion being
Hence the
that something like this, so large, so encompassing, so deeply entrenched into the very landscape of this place, only happens not by mortal magic, but by immeasurable tragedy. If this is the work of one thing, it is not of a mere monster, but of a terrible evil.
Well, that kind of already matches what you know.
The entire town being destroyed or disappearing.
No, but I mean, do I know any specifics? Like what kind of evil? Like is it?
An
It's
evil
clearly not-
wrought of tragedy.
What?
Immense interpersonal tragedy.
Okay. So someone died really hard and now the place is cursed?
Or
Perhaps something a little more elaborate along those lines.
maybe the entirety of this village.
Definitely not something that a person could combat or break.
Okay. So the house itself is evil because of something that happened here, and there's probably no way to fix it, is the information that I'm getting, right? I'm sorry, I need it in layman terms, David. I'm really stupid.
No, you just need to look at yours.
No, you're not being clear about the information I'm receiving. So, basically, there's no way to fix the house to my knowledge.
No,
Okay, then I will say
not an evil
the
like
evil
this.
of this house cannot be so simply cleansed like a demon. It will remain here, probably after we have all died. I would say the priority would be finding a place to wait for the fog to retreat, and then leaving.
So you don't want to continue exploring the house?
No, I think we should. If there is an evil that has taken up residence here, that might be defeated, but
The house is
the house itself,
I
the
get you.
shifting of the figurines and the slamming of the doors, I believe that will
I think that was.
That was
be
the-
eternal. I meant.
We give you.
I'm just fucking with.
Hey, we were giving him shit for it before. Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's just keep going.
So if we go back to the room we were originally in, or are there any exits from this room that we didn't come in? That don't lead immediately back to the room that we came in from.
Not that you have seen.
Then let's go back downstairs and look for,
Wait, there's
I
no,
guess a way down to the.
well, there's supposed
there's
to be
nothing
an attic.
else up here.
There's
though?
supposed to be an attic.
There is supposed to be.
Well, did
one.
we see an entrance to an attic?
There's also supposed to be a third floor. Or on the second
Well,
one.
yes, that is true.
Well, do the stairs keep going up?
It's an interesting question.
Well, we were on the stairs. Wouldn't we know? I mean, I might not know, but wouldn't they know?
It is difficult to know what you know. With
David,
the
they have
ever-shifting
eyes.
nature of this evil place. Up is capable of being down, and where once was a wall can seemingly manifest an entrance,
Okay.
perhaps acting as important portent to your eventual
All right.
doom.
Regardless, what else is in the room? I guess.
I'll check the desk.
Well, I was just curious. You don't have to check everything, but I just want to make sure.
Well, it's already a big deal has been made about it. We're not going to double back now and be like, no, fuck that room and everything in it.
Sort of interest that are
In fact, I cast firebolt at the ground and start a fire.
Well,
The
you
fire will
in the
want to do
house.
that, you should
it'll
do that.
burn all the mist away and we can just leave.
Well, I
If we
mean,
don't-
hey,
That sounds like a bad idea because if it doesn't,
The
they will
basement's
die.
probably stone. We just light the top of the house. We go into the stone basement. Everything will be fine.
When houses that catch on fire, they collapse
Everything.
Well,
I'll cast Featherfall in the house. It'll collapse slowly.
and burn us to death still,
there you
and
go.
still crush us.
Stone.
There you go.
There's probably a cellar with like wine casks. A house can blow up and the cellar can be fine.
Yeah.
A house can blow up and the cellar be fine.
Yeah.
But if
But the mist will definitely kill us if we stick around. Well, it'll definitely kill you guys. I'm fine. I can just leave.
Sometimes.
Well, kind of. You can't
Sometimes
leave
you just
this
have to burn
place,
it all
right?
down.
So I love how you're arguing with me like I'm dead serious about fireballing before.
But for what it is worth, you didn't find anything of interest in the desk except for a key.
Huh.
keep the key.
Okay. Now let's go up or down the stairs.
The stairs do continue upwards.
Alright, let's do it then.
But how far remains to be seen. In this, a place of insidious mystery.
We had checked the whole of the second floor, right? There were no more doors.
There's only like two. And
There were
fireplace.
not.
Okay.
I mean, unless we think, since we checked the bookshelf, if there might be some lever or something in the fireplace, since there was a hidden lever in the bookshelf. I mean, that'd be kind of specific.
It would. And given the ample coverage that the bookshelf had already been given, we were fairly confident that
There wasn't one.
no secrets remained. For now. Leaving but only the third floor ahead of you. The third floor indeed stretches before you, with a number of doors.
Is that just one big door?
Yes.
Okay. It's like 4 fucking doors up here. The hell?
Where are we going first?
Don't
You
cover your
typically
mouth
say
when
the
you're
left.
talking. It makes it hard to hear you.
Are we sticking with the left?
There's
Just what?
two left doors. One straight ahead, one to the left.
Is that the only one?
Then there's one to the right.
Let's check this door first.
Yeah. Start from one side and go all the way to the other.
Alright.
Are you checking for traps or?
Sure.
I'll touch his shoulder.
You're
again.
prepared to check it for traps, but are instead interrupted by a loud creak behind you.
Okay.
A suit of armor, one of many that has decorated this place, but unique in its own right, springs to life and attacks.
Okay. I am going to use
Shit.
my portent ability to give him an initiative of 3 plus his dex modifier.
It's still a surprise
I
round.
was unaware that it could affect someone to that great a degree.
I think so.
Well, that's pretty crazy, and perhaps pretty
Damn, that-
cool.
Do you want us to
Why
roll
wouldn't people
initiative,
just
though,
use
right?
it on
I would need initiative
At
from the
all times,
players.
Because you could also use it on saves. But I might be wrong. I think you can.
I got a
use it on
6,
initiative.
David.
Well, I will proceed as if you're correct, and perhaps things will change.
The player's handbook literally tells us the room.
It's right here in front of me. So.
What did you get?
Yeah, I can use it on initiative.
10. Jeez.
So he got 3 plus his dexterity modifier.
Yeah, I was talking about that seeming a bit dramatic. Like, no roll at all?
Nope.
That seems crazy.
But it uses one of my 2 portents. My initiative was an 8, by the way, which is not good, but certainly better than a
And what of you?
8 at most.
So he's giving me the +3? Or
No. He made the enemy's initiative
Oh.
3.
Oh,
The
yeah.
effect of the enemy.
Alright. 23.
It creaks and groans as it aggresses you. However, its movements are too slow. Perhaps you too quick.
It's shaking off the rust.
It will be your turn first.
Oh, cool.
Beats ass.
Yeah.
Where is it, by the way?
It's all around us.
No.
Why?
What?
We always position me where I'm right in his face.
Because I love you.
I don't want that kind of love, David.
Okay.
It's tough love. It'll help you.
Die?
No comment.
So I can get a key point off of recover my key points on a short rest, right?
Yeah.
We did
Whatever your
outside.
3 points.
Alright, I know I have
We
key
didn't have
points.
key points at that point.
Yeah, you can have
Oh,
it.
He's just
Yeah,
asking
now.
for the future.
I have 2 from the looks of it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do that, but after my attack action, of course. And let's see if I'm making it. That would be 11.
On the spear hit.
You thrust out with your spear, but are unsuccessful.
Bonus action, 100 bonus.
You get 2 unarmed attacks.
Now,
That's a D4.
did your spear let you hit from like a space away, or were you moving up to it?
My
You
spear.
have to move. It doesn't
Yeah.
have reach. You have to be within 5 feet of it.
Mm.
Can you move that?
Well, I was asking because if the spear didn't let him hit from space away, then he would move up, and then I was going to move.
Okay.
I thought I remembered someone saying, no, with the spear he can hit from like a space away.
No.
So I was like, well, then I won't have to.
No, that's what that comes to.
Yeah,
Then you will be moving up to attack it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And spare miss, so unfortunately now it's the unarmed attack.
Right.
An 8!
Unfortunately, that is a miss as well.
Fucking.
Spear and talon do not avail you this turn.
Yeah.
you get 1 more.
Oh, yeah, right.
Or do they?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
they
said
can-
2.
They,
It
I
says
was
3.
saying to my thing, or do they?
Alright. Goddamn fucking roll. 13.
That is unsuccessful as well.
Figures.
Flurry of miss.
I've had that happen.
completely not in the
But
right.
that's in 3.5 where monks suck just the fattest dick. 5th edition is supposed to be, be better for monks.
This Iron Rock Terror still stands. For how long? It's now your turn.
Pretty long if we keep missing.
It's my turn. I rolled a 6 for initiative.
You told me 16.
I told you 6, David.
Be on your best behavior next time.
What? I wouldn't be surprised.
It doesn't
if I
really
rolled a
matter.
6.
We all go before him anyway. He got like a 4.
It is your turn.
At most, he got an 8.
Wait. It's your turn. My apologies. Not only did I mishear you, but I also... We'll get through this together. We'll perish together.
Yeah, we're the only ones doing the perishing.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Draw a long sword, two-hand it, and take a swing at him.
Very well.
And that's just like a little stand, right?
Yes.
Okay. And the stairs go down from here.
The stairs go down from here.
Mm.
There's like a stand at like the top of the stairs.
You can use a reckless if you want to get advantage.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack recklessly.
What does that do? He takes a negative to his AC.
No, I gain advantage on an attack, but every attack on me gains some damage.
Oh, okay. Well, you're gonna get hit anyway if you have like shit for AC.
13. It's not the lowest.
By 1.
Okay, I'll take it.
Who's better than mine?
16.
AC is 16.
No. This is temporal.
Oh. Well, he has advantage.
But I have 4 plus roll.
You think out of 3 attacks, you hit one of them.
Yeah.
You strike out
Feet wrong.
with a sturdy attack, however, it is unsuccessful.
Really? With that 16?
Wait, that also misses?
It's a literal
Oh,
suit of
okay.
armor.
Wait. Huh. Okay. Yeah,
It is-
I can't use hammering horns.
It is
still
now
Alright.
your magically inclined companion's turn.
I cast Disintegrate.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Summon nature's ally, Rustbuster.
It's not a
None of
nature's
us-
I
ally.
know it's not nature's ally.
It's
Okay.
no one's
Yeah, no, I'm wearing armor. I don't want to
Go
bust
over there,
around.
Rust Monster. You go over there. You think about what you did.
Your weapons would rust. Too bad.
Only if he attacked them.
Only if you defend yourself.
Okay, what I'm gonna do is I am going to cast Firebolt at him. God damn it, I can't.
So,
Oh, actually, god damn it, it was something I meant to look up.
Yes?
I am going to use the disengage action and move. Fuck out of my way. And that will be my turn because I want to be next to it. Additionally, Susa is going to prepare an action that the next time Crack attacks, she will grant the aid. Basically, she'll grant the help action, giving him advantage on his next flurry so that he can hit. And yeah, that is my turn. Also, I have to tell you guys after this, I have been using disengage super long this entire time.
Really?
Yes.
Well, if you have, we all have, so
Yep.
we get it.
You can tell us after, I guess.
Yeah, but I'll tell you
Your
what.
present is the enemy's turn. It's a cursed suit of armor. Attacks.
It got 3+ attacks.
Because he made it.
Yeah. I'm saying.
But he said for it to have gone before her, it has to have at least the 16 dex. 3
Yeah.
plus 3 is 6.
Or I could have made a mistake. It is actually your turn.
Okay. I'm going to
I
use.
wrote down 16. I'm still looking at the paper.
I'm sorry.
Well, it's me.
I'm gonna use Sacred Flame on it.
Very well.
You want to move
It
up on
needs no. It needs to make a dex save or take 1d8 radiant damage. It needs to be 14, I guess. Yeah.
It does not succeed.
Alright. It takes 4 damage, 'cause I'm pretty sure it might. Yeah, it takes 4 damage. Radiant damage.
It is scalded by radiant damage. It then
Yeah.
takes up arms against the last person to melee attack it. That being Siguror.
He has advantage. Because I attack recklessly.
I should. I would have attacked it, but everybody else missed. I'm like, I want to fucking attack it and this too, and be a
It-
bitch. So that's why I was like, oh,
Is unfortunately successful in launching his attack.
I thought I'd get less.
that's true.
can't be that much damage.
If you would have gotten
Is
+4.
everyone got a d20 for damage?
No.
That would leave you
Okay.
A
one.
thrust twice, piercing Siguror twice.
What the fuck?
Oh, dude,
That is
oh, I get
Great.
an advantage of both.
Yeah. That's the downside of reckless attack.
Yeah.
Well, so we're level 2. Everything that's thrown at us has had multiple attacks. Jesus Christ, Strahd.
Murder hops. Murder hops.
The werewolves had 3 or 4.
3 attacks.
I
yeah,
hope the whole
fighting
adventure
2
is
fucking
like this.
mobs.
That's what you said.
What's the damage?
The first attack and the second attack combined are 6 damage. 3 and 3.
Thank
I
God.
also forgot to rage.
How does
6 out of 30 isn't that bad.
He then rolls back around to Crack's turn.
You have advantages.
Alright,
so
you
roll
have
2
advantage.
d20s.
Yeah.
Well, it's not that I partially forgot, it just because 2 for the day, and they don't restore much of rest.
You take 18. I got, let's see. 24. 24.
Crack swings out, this time sure of a hit, and a hit you score.
D8. 9 damage on that first attack. And I'm gonna 4 blows. And I just roll once this time?
If you're doing flurry, that's 2 more hits.
Yeah.
So,
Or no, they all have advantage.
4 more rolls.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay, so sorry, yeah.
Oh my God. He rolled a 1 and a fucking 2.
2.
That's what his advantage granted him.
Alright, 2 more rolls.
You know what?
2 more rolls?
Roll in a different way, for Christ's sakes.
Use both hands.
Ah,
What is it?
15 to hit.
Is this true?
Yeah. 9 plus 6.
Unfortunately, that is a miss.
Yeah.
6 attacks.
Crack swings
1
out.
success.
Pounds into the armor, denting it, harming it. The other 2, unfortunately, do not harm it.
I'm down key points.
6 attempts, 1 completion. What is this, the Bears?
Dog.
Isn't that record even worse than that?
It's bad. The Bears are bad.
Oh, yeah. I think
You know,
this
gotta throw
season,
some football humor for all the people who watch this who are also huge fans of football. I know the numbers in the high ones.
I think this season they're doing like some of the best that they've done, but
Something,
still bad.
something sports
I
ball.
think.
It is now Sigurd's turn.
That.
Too bad I couldn't hit twice. I guess I could
Spooky armor.
You're 1 out of 6.
Getting hit, I'm going to rage and attack recklessly again. No, yes, I'm going to keep trying.
I think you might as well, because you have bad AC anyway, so granting an advantage isn't that much a penalty to you.
Well, yeah, it's also half damage. Will help a lot. Oh, this thing pulls out and
Roll it.
fucking magic missiles my face somehow. Yeah. Okay, so 4, 6, 19.
You lash out, emboldened by rage, and connect.
Okay.
I'm guessing it
I
was
would've-
an 18 armor class.
I would have been real fucking upset if not did.
Oh,
like,
I would have been upset.
Yeah.
You would have been upset. 7, 8, 9.
Guess
10,
what?
12,
Hits.
13.
You guess what?
13 damage. And then, after that hit, I will immediately assault him with Hammering Horns as a bonus action to shove him, which is just a strength saving throw.
Alright. You pound into him tremendously, and then attempt to shove him.
He's 14. Very well.
I was just fucking.
It is unsuccessful as it is shoved.
I'm gonna shove him down the stairs so he takes fall damage.
Hmm.
I'm not sure if you can take shove down the stairs.
Shove him this way.
Because he's like,
Because
Is
it's
there
just,
a wall
it's just
or
5
railing?
feet.
I
Or
guess.
shove 10 feet. Basically within 5 feet.
Never mind. I was mistaken. Thinking wrong thoughts. It is thrust back into the stairwell. There's a very loud cacophony of clanging and banging as it tumbles.
1d6 for every 10 feet.
Probably about, like, not as loud as
Yeah,
you're
that's
making it.
somewhere.
Yeah,
It probably only falls 10 feet, but it's still an extra d6.
does
And
this
hopefully hits the ground prone. Meaning also has to spend half its movement getting up, and then it might not have enough space to get back up the stairs, and maybe we can spare ourselves a couple of attacks.
I'm not lying, I only took like 26 damage so far. Besides this d6.
Plus, hey, we'll be able to hear it coming up the stairs.
Yeah, I have a question about that, David. Does this thing moving sound like the thing that moved before?
Think about it a bit, and you don't think so.
No. Alright. I mean, I figured there'd be more than just a suit arm in the house.
On the house.
It is then your turn.
Well, you just knocked it down, so I can't hit it. So, thanks, I guess.
Reaction.
I will. So, I have a question. Can Susa prepare an action to do the same thing for Crack again this time, since 2 attacks? More likely to benefit from the advantage. And
I see why not.
while it does that, can I prepare an action to, as soon as I hear it come up the stairs? No, that'd still be with disadvantage. Yeah,
As soon as you hear one of us hit it,
No,
No.
it's still not going to help. I'm going to have disadvantage no matter what.
Unless he sees it, he's gonna have disadvantage and he can't see it without his.
Yeah.
So I will prepare an action for Susa to grant me the help action on it as soon as it comes up, and then with that help action, I'm going to cast a firebolt at the armor.
Okay.
Sorry, I can't give you a match.
disadvantage and advantage cancel each other,
Yes,
It's not.
they do.
Yeah.
It's now your turn.
I still get two attacks.
It's my turn. Can I see it at all from where I am? Or do I need to move closer to be able to see
You'd
it?
have to move a little closer.
How much closer?
right? Oh, is it just right there? It didn't
It's-
fall.
Yeah. It tumbled, it slammed, and it's gonna rust a little bit when it gets up proper. You would have to move 2 spaces or 10 feet to be able to like, look around the corner and see it.
Fuck it. Just move me next to it. I'll move next to it. And I'll cast Shillelagh on my club. And I'm gonna try to hit it. Is it prone? Or is it standing up?
Any amount of fall damage?
It's currently
No.
It's currently
Not
prone?
necessarily. It depends.
You said it's prone?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Can
Fucking shit. A 12 doesn't hit, I assume, so,
It doesn't matter.
yeah. Well, that's my action, so.
No, it's its turn.
Now it is its turn. It pushes itself up. Metal scraping against metal.
No, it's just going to swing at you instead
I
of
know.
coming up the stairs. Right?
I know.
I know you made my whole prepared action. Basically wasted my whole turn.
I can't tell what you're gonna do.
A calculated risk turns sour as it progresses with its spear.
I would be Sacred Flame Line if I could see it, but I can't see it from fucking.
I prepared an action to use Sacred Flame
I
as soon as
could've,
I went up
but
the
I
stairs, like, you know, some people do.
Eh. I'm doing what Greila do, which is trying to smack it.
Its spear finds flesh, inflicting 5 damage. It then rears back and thrusts again, but this one is a miss.
Okay.
WWGD.
We then roll back around to Crack.
How much space is between
Hmm.
that square and the top wall?
At least 10 feet.
It's 10 feet down. No, my bed's 5 feet down.
So if somebody stood here, they could still reach and attack them just fine.
Nah. Now that he's stood up, yeah.
Do you want to move over there and address?
Yeah, but if I do that, that leave him out of the fight, right?
Me?
Well, yeah. unless
Technically, you can see her if he said it stood up and they're able to see her.
It's only 5 feet difference.
Well, it's on my turn. I'll move up to where I can
But you
attack.
haven't done
You
that
should just
yet.
do.
Alright. I'll move up and attack.
Alright.
My ready action is for when it comes up the stairs.
Alright.
I'll shove it up the
That's why we're
stairs.
showing Zeus.
There you go.
The 14 doesn't hit it.
Hmm. I'm fine. I'm fine.
I'm just doing the math, is all. I do when I see the number.
Then don't look at the dice. Problem solved.
14.
Unfortunately, that is a miss.
Yeah,
You've attacked it enough that you can tell 18 is the number to beat.
Right. Okay.
It now becomes...
Oh, wait. Sorry.
Oh yeah, you get another one.
Yeah,
Wait,
my arm attack. Wait,
Yeah, you get your.
Because your third's the one that costs the key, right? Monks was just a free melee.
Yeah.
Here.
This does not make it. It does not.
Unfortunate.
Oh, I got 13.
Mm.
Just to let you know.
A swipe. Fist. No good. It is now Siguror's turn.
I could jump down here, no problem, right? Just from here to there.
That's actually a little low.
No, that's what I'm saying. Because if it's only like a 5 foot or like
That would be
something
10.
drop. Oh, this
I mean,
is
technically it's a little less than 10, but it's effectively
So you take damage.
Would that stop me from being able to attack?
10. No, I don't think so.
Well, I'll jump down there and attack it from behind.
Very well.
That is what, a D6? Okay.
there's no chance you can make to not take the damage? Like acrobatics or...
Athletics? Or
Not-
acrobatics?
Not to my
You
knowledge.
can make an acrobatics check to try to reduce fall damage, I think.
I'll just jump
I don't
on
know the
skill anymore.
specifics though. But I'm pretty sure that's covered under athletics.
We'll chip it off if we need to. I've got the number for now, but go ahead and take your turn.
What's the thing? Or do you want me to do the damage later?
I just rolled it.
Okay.
If it turns out that you can do something to reduce it, then we'll resolve that.
Reckless. Okay. 22.
That is it.
4, 6, 8 damage.
You slam it for 8 damage.
2 ungrave.
Which is enough to cause its pieces to tumble to the floor.
Yay!
The threat has been extinguished.
I was instrumental in this fight.
Well, hey, you didn't have to use spell slots.
That doesn't change at all what I said. I also didn't do anything.
Was
There's
Did-
always next time.
you gave you
Wow.
you
I know.
you allowed him to actually hit him on his turn.
I get it. It's never fun when a fight passes by like that.
So 34 health. Yes.
So, I wasn't keeping track.
Probably went over it.
I'm just saying 34 health. For
Perhaps. Either way, you're now free to continue your exploration. A little more hurt, a little less hurt, depending. You're on a landing surrounded by oil lamps and carved wooden paneling, as well as a number of doors.
This is where I will start my fire.
Burn it to the ground.
Burn it to the ground.
So the suit didn't have anything except that spear?
Falling is just 1d6 bludgeoning damage for 10 feet. And
Okay.
yeah, creature
I think you wanted to move on and come back to it.
yeah.
Well, there's no reason not to take the spear, so you got like, what, 3 spears now?
Yeah, if you want to take it, I still think we should check out this room. Unless you guys want to take a rest first. I mean, I'm fine. I can keep going, but
The armor we can't put on. For real?
Now,
No.
it's a little, not only is it big, but it's also heavy.
Mm.
Hey, you don't want to take a rest of?
When you say heavy, do you mean it's literally too heavy to put on, or it's like heavy armor?
It's like heavy armor.
I'm not
I have
proficient.
proficiency.
You want to take a rest?
Let's see. I'm at 19, and I still have another rage, so I can. I think I can go for like another encounter.
alright. Well, then if you guys think you're fine, let's keep going. Let's go to this room first.
No, yeah, I'm
Very well.
just lowering the damage though, or whatever.
Well, maybe we can stop once we find a better place to stop.
Yeah.
Who dares enter first?
Yeah, might as well
The
start with that
big
first.
one.
Brave and bold, as always. Perhaps that is how we will remember you.
Why are you killing people?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not killing anybody.
Are you sure?
The enemies.
Man, that's some bullshit.
So what is the armor though, David?
It's the truth.
Or is it?
If it's an enemy, it might not.
Well,
it's
I'm
part of a
asking.
monster. It's
I mean, it'd be
He implied it was
weird.
heavy armor, but I have proficiency, that's why I'm asking.
Ah. Upon closer inspection, though it is heavy armor, and perhaps you could wear it were it not styled as such. There's some detailing on the inside, as well as some
fine.
runes.
Just I can't wear it and trying to imply it's like.
You pay me for beautiful words.
I don't pay you.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've been meaning to talk to you about that.
Oh my god.
You all see, but Siguror sees it first. A room with yet more doors. 2, 1, and then the double. With a bed on the far side.
I go to sleep.
This place, unlike the others that have been fairly well kept, is filled with dust and cobwebs.
It's back.
Old places have dust.
The double doors, in addition to whatever dust may be upon them, are also set with panes of stained glass.
Okay. What, just like generic stained glass, red, yellow? Does it have? Are there any designs on it?
Or
Wouldn't
just
have to be a picture of Sora.
Unfortunately not.
Okay.
It does have like a rose motif to it.
Okay. Weird. me and Susa will look through the rest of the room. I will. She said there was a bed. There was also like a desk area or a cameo.
Something like that.
Yeah.
A bed, the double doors, and then this is a single door. This is much less ornate.
What is this?
That is a segment of like wall. I didn't draw like those are borders.
Oh. Huh.
And what's this on it?
That thing. Yeah.
It does appear to be some kind of dresser.
Okay. Then I will investigate the dresser, looking at it for anything of interest, and Susa will just generically kind of look around. Susa got a 18. I got a 15 on my investigate. Ace detective.
Aces of detectives.
Hell yeah. Just basically checking it for any hidden parts to it, you know, where, like in the draw parts, people tend to hide like stuff and.
No, don't give us specifics. If there's something hidden there and you weren't looking for it, we'll just take it that you found it.
You need to just not do that.
What?
Just let stuff be stuff.
Yeah.
Agreed. Rifling through the belongings turns up nothing of particular interest.
Okay.
There's some odds and ends here that you might find. An old hairbrush.
Score. And when Susa gives the room a once over, is there anything out of the ordinary?
What did Susa get again?
18.
Susa detects nothing that's particularly out of the ordinary, save for a patch of wall that when Susa softly headbutts it to call attention to it, appears to be differently colored from the rest of it.
Can I investigate the wall to see if it's a hidden wall or find some sort of switch or thing to open it?
You could.
Okay, I will roll investigation.
It's a wall demon!
Taking control of Susa's senses to get a better visual look. And
What?
I got an 18 on detecting hidden doors.
What of the rest of you?
Searching around, generically.
I blast the door open like the Ice King.
Wait, why don't we just
I
have
mean,
him keep doing his thing? If
I was
there's
making a joke.
no, I mean, like, there's secret passages or anything, but they're not locked. This thing will just blast them open.
Is it a door or
You were
is
just
it
generally
a...
looking
I
around the
assume it's
room.
not a generic door. Otherwise, it would have a handle.
14.
Okay.
You can make the argument if I knew where the lever was, you could open it with thaumaturgy,
Pull
but
it
have to
from a
know where it
distance.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking to see what part of it needs to be messed with to... I'm velmating it, okay? Jeez, get off my back.
Tracing the coloration to behind the mirror that sits atop the dresser, you find an indentation that, after closer inspection, appears to be a secret door.
Alright, I'll open it and say, Jinkies. I don't actually do that. I do open the door, however. Just miss it.
It opens almost too easily under your push and reveals cobweb-strewn stairs leading upwards.
I believe that.
Up?
I was about to say that, yes.
Oh, sorry.
Thunder!
That is weirdly appropriate.
And fucking ominous as hell. That is.
I saw the flash. And I was like,
Yeah, I saw the flash too, and I was like,
Is
this is
someone taking
gonna
a
be
picture?
really funny.
If there was enough room between that thunder and people talking for sufficient silence, I would ask that we cut there.
Oh, really? That would have been funny.
Unfortunately, there was talk
you could
immediately
probably-
after.
there's
I
probably
don't think there's
plenty.
space.
Are we going up the stairs to the attic? Or are we...
It explodes.
Let's go upstairs to the attic.
That's for you to decide.
Alright, we're going to the attic then. But what
And as
order
you
are we
have
going in?
decided,
Him first, you bring up the rear.
Okay.
I'll be in front of you behind Crack.
Alright.
you've chosen to ascend to the attic.
And before we go up, I'm going to throw a false life on, just in case.
Makes sense.
Pull out my wand.
I pulled out my wand.
Mortis Cario. And I will cast false life upon me, granting me 9 HP, I think. Which brings my total up to 25.
Before you ascend the stairs, you fortify yourself.
Just in case something leaps out and it's like, ah!
Well, I mean, you are bringing up the rear, so
No.
something sneaked.
I'm not.
Oh, I thought I heard you say behind Crack.
Yeah.
I thought you told him to go
Admittedly, he said behind Crack. No one has said they are leading the way yet. So
I thought
behind
that it
Crack
was-
could mean anything.
No, we discussed it. He's going first, then Crack, then Mario, then me.
Yeah, that's actually what I said. I mean,
Then
no one
charge.
said anything.
No, well,
in
no one
response to that.
objected.
I
But
don't
no one
recall that,
objected.
but it sounds familiar enough that I believe it happened.
And then charge.
Boy, howdy. You know how he's been waiting to go. Could I get a reminder of the order that you said and
Siguror?
agreed to?
Crack, Sasha.
Greila.
I have it written down. You couldn't have given me 2 seconds, and Greila.
You come to the end of the musty hallway to be faced with a door. This one is resistant to touch. Locked. There is a hefty padlock down around the handle. The source of your obstruction.
Can I reach? Can I reach the Birdman?
Well, we can, smush around if
It
we
is
need to.
possible.
Yeah,
I'm gonna cast guidance on him then. Well, I don't want to smush around just to do this.
And yet,
Well,
must.
I'll lean up against the wall. It's fine.
Alright,
I'm gonna check for traps first.
you get +4.
You may if you wish.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to move it because we're gonna move it back. It's
Well, I mean, he has to unlock the door. And then...
okay. Well,
Also, get that key.
His accuracy.
Oh shit!
Oh yeah, we
do
found
have
the
a
key.
But I'm checking for traps.
Okay.
The key might be for that lock.
Oh wait.
Yeah, you rolled the same thing I told you it was anyways. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. So 11 plus 2, right?
For proficiency, right?
For that, wait. I'm trying to remember.
just +2.
Just plus 2, alright. 13. Is 17. Yeah, 17.
You poke, prod, and inspect. The door does not seem to be trapped.
Alright, let's try that key.
You produce the key, and it fits in the lock perfectly.
Alright.
It clanks open with a single turn, and you are granted passage.
My key might We use for other tours.
into the attic
I think we should definitely keep the key.
proper.
I'm not saying we're throwing it away or anything. I'm just saying I'm trying to use for it.
We could also take the padlock. The padlock being like 5 gold.
Well, we could take the padlock to lock
I
something
don't
else.
think you need to discuss that. I think you should say, I take the padlock.
In theory.
Not in theory.
I'm just saying that for fun, please. Once again, you have your pick of pathways. Doors.
So there's 4 doors up here. There's 7 doors downstairs we need
This
to go
one.
through.
I said that one.
Alright, I mean, might as well.
Sasha points to a distant door, and that is the door that you decide upon. Through it, there's no telling what you will find, save for progression of your fate as you further struggle against the darkness of Barovia.
Fucking crazy.
But the specifics of
madhouse.
that struggle will be found next time.
Alright.
It is my hope that you've enjoyed this excursion.
You're early.
I shall bid you farewell. So shall.
Yeah, I thought, it was cool stuff. Didn't get to do anything against the armor, which is a little disappointing, but hey, whatever. Yeah, you can find more of me at Lights Camera Initiative, and if you want something to talk to me about on Lights Camera Initiative, look at my sheet. You see how in the big box on my stats I have the big number, and up here I have the +1, or the +2. That's how it's supposed to be, because the big stat goes in the big number, and you're wrong. If you think otherwise, don't even at me.
They're saying that's not how it is?
Oh yeah. Some people put the plus, the bonus in the big box and the number in the small box because you use.
But that's the smaller number.
Exactly.
I can see the logic of
No,
that.
no, it's done
What's
the
the
wrong
number
way.
you use more often?
It doesn't matter.
Well,
Big number goes in big box. Small number goes in small box.
if you have $500 and $50, you put the
Who
500
could argue
bigger.
with that? Certainly.
Also, Matthew Mercer said that the big number should go in the big box, and he's basically God.
I don't.
At least for D&D shit.
I don't care about him as much as I do other people.
David, don't say that. We'll lose all our followers. Like immediately. Oh god. I check Twitter right now. I'll be down to 3, and I'll be like, David, why?
At the very least, you need not fear adding from these 3, as they've not put any social media account to fight with you. But once the camera stops rolling, perhaps all bets are off. Either way, let's give one last group greeting, or goodbye.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.
If